My brother's forcing our mom into a nursing home against her wishes, ignoring my pleas to let her stay home. Torn between her safety and her happiness, I'm fighting back by researching alternatives to keep her where she belongs. Hey everyone, my name's Mira. I'm 28 years old, and I'm honestly at my wit's end with this whole mess. I've been lurking on Reddit for a while, but this is my first time posting because I really need to get this off my chest and figure out if I'm the one screwing up here. It's about my brother Jasper, my mom, and a decision that's turned our family upside down. I'll try to keep this as clear as possible, but it's a lot, so bear with me. So, here's the deal. My mom's 67 now, and over the past couple of years, she's been slowing down a bit. She's not, completely helpless or anything. Don't get that picture in your head. She still cooks for herself, watches her shows, and even goes on walks around the neighborhood when the weather's nice. But she's had a few falls lately, nothing major, just stumbles, and her memory's been a little spotty. She'll forget where she parked her car at the grocery store or call me by my cousin's name by accident. It's not dementia, at least, not that we know of yet, but it's enough that I've been keeping a closer eye on her. I live about 20 minutes away from her house, so I stop by a couple times a week to check in, bring her some groceries, or just hang out. She's always been super independent, raised me and Jasper on her own after Dad passed when we were kids. She's tough as nails, but she's also got this warm, stubborn streak. She'll argue with you about politics for an hour but then bake you cookies to make up for it. That's just who she is. Jasper, though, he's 32, my older brother, lives a couple hours away with his wife, Sienna, and their 2 kids. He's always been the responsible one, or at least that's how he sees himself. He's got this whole thing where he thinks he's the family decision-maker because he's older and, I guess, because he's got his life more together than me. I'm single, work freelance as a graphic designer, and yeah, I'm not rolling in cash, but I'm doing fine. Jasper's got a steady office job, a mortgage, the whole suburban deal, and he never lets me forget it. Anyway, about a month ago, Jasper calls me out of the blue and says, "Hey, we need to talk about Mom." I figured maybe he was worried about her falls or something, so I'm like, "Sure, what's up?" And then he drops this bomb. He and Sienna have decided it's time to move Mom into a nursing home. Full on, pack her stuff up, sell the house, she's not coming back kind of nursing home. I was floored. I'm like, "Wait, what? Since when? Did she say she wants this?" And he goes, "No, but it's for her own good. She can't keep living alone, Mira. What if she falls and breaks her hip? What if she leaves the stove on and burns the house down?" I'll admit, those thoughts have crossed my mind too, but Mom's not at that point yet. She's still managing. I told him we should at least talk to her about it. See what she wants. Maybe look into some in-home care options first. But Jasper's already got his mind made up. He says he's been researching facilities, and he and Sienna found this great place an hour from their house, which, by the way, is 3 hours from me. He's acting like it's a done deal, like I don't even get a say. Here's where it gets messy, eh? I went over to Mom's the next day to feel things out. See if she'd brought this up with Jasper herself or something. Nope. She had no clue. I didn't want to freak her out, so I just casually asked if she'd ever thought about moving somewhere with more support. She laughed and said, "What? You trying to get rid of me already? I'm not going anywhere till I'm too old to climb the stairs." She was joking, but I could tell the idea of leaving her house would gut her. That place is her whole life. Her garden, the photos on the walls, the creaky porch swing Dad built. I couldn't imagine her in some sterile nursing home room. So I call Jasper back and tell him Mom's not on board, and he loses it. He's like, "You're being naive, Mira. You're not there every day. You don't see how bad it's getting." I'm like, "I'm there more than you are. You visit, once a month?" And he fires back with, "Yeah, because I've got a family to take care of." You wouldn't get it. That stung. He's always pulling that card, like I'm some irresponsible kid because I didn't settle down like he did. Over the next week, it turns into this full-blown argument. Jasper's texting me links to nursing home brochures, stats about elderly falls, all this crap like he's building a PowerPoint to win me over. I'm texting back about how Mom deserves to have a choice, how we could hire someone to check in on her, how she's not some burden we need to offload. Then Sienna gets involved. She calls me and says, "We're just trying to do what's best for her, Mira. You're making this harder than it needs to be." I don't know Sienna that well, She's nice enough, but she's got this way of talking down to me like I'm a little slow. It's infuriating. Then, 2 weeks ago, I find out they've already started the process behind my back. Jasper didn't even tell me. He told Mom. I was at her place helping her fix a leaky faucet when she goes, "Oh, Jasper's coming by tomorrow with some papers for me to sign." I'm like, "What papers?" And she says, all casual, something about a nice place he found for me to live. I nearly dropped the wrench. I pressed her, and she admitted she doesn't really want to go, but Jasper's been calling her every day, saying stuff like, "We're worried about you, Mom. We just want you to be safe." She's starting to cave because she doesn't want to be a bother. I was livid. I called Jasper right then and there and ripped into him. "You're guilting her into this. She doesn't want to go, and you're acting like her opinion doesn't matter." He yells back, "You're the one being selfish. You're not thinking about her safety. You just don't want to deal with the hard stuff." We went back and forth like that for a good 10 minutes, and by the end, he's saying, "Fine, if you're so against it, you figure it out. But if something happens to her, that's on you." Then he hung up. Since then, it's been this awful standoff. Mom's confused and keeps asking me what she should do, like I'm supposed to have all the answers. Jasper's barely talking to me, just sending these passive-aggressive texts like, "Let me know when you're ready to be an adult about this." Sienna's posting vague Facebook updates about family drama that I know are aimed at me. And I'm stuck in the middle, trying to figure out how to protect Mom without completely torching my relationship with my brother. There's more to it, too. Part of me wonders if Jasper's pushing this so hard because of money. Mom's house is paid off, and it's worth a decent chunk, probably enough to help him and Sienna with their mortgage or the kids' college funds. He hasn't said that outright, but last year he made some offhand comment about how Mom's sitting on a gold mine with the property. I didn't think much of it at the time, but now it's nagging at me. What if this isn't just about her safety? What if he's got an ulterior motive? On the flip side, I get where he's coming from, at least a little. Those falls scare me too. Last month, I found Mom on the floor in her kitchen. She tripped over a rug and couldn't get up on her own. She was fine, just embarrassed, but it shook me. What if Jasper's right, and I'm just in denial? What if I'm clinging to this idea of her independence because I don't want to face the fact that she's getting older? I don't know. It's tearing me up. I've been trying to find other solutions. I looked into those in-home care services Jasper shot down. Turns out they're not cheap, but I could swing it if I took on some extra freelance gigs. I even floated the idea of moving in with Mom myself for a while, just to keep an eye on her, but she shut that down fast. "I don't need a babysitter," she said, all huffy. She's so damn stubborn sometimes, it drives me nuts. Meanwhile, Jasper's still barreling ahead. He texted me yesterday, saying he's got an appointment next week to tour the nursing home with Mom, and it'd be great if you could be supportive for once. I wanted to scream. Supportive? He's the one bulldozing over everyone. I haven't replied yet because I don't even know what to say that won't turn into another blowout. The worst part is how it's affecting Mom. She's quieter lately, not her usual feisty self. Yesterday, she was staring out the window at her garden and said, "I always thought I'd die in this house, you know." It broke my heart. I feel like Jasper's stealing that from her, and I'm failing her by not stopping it. But then I second-guess myself. Am I just being dramatic? Am I the one making this worse by fighting him? I've been scrolling Reddit late at night, reading posts about family stuff like this, and it's got me all twisted up. Some people say you've got to prioritize safety over feelings. Others say forcing someone into a home against their will is a total a-hole move. I don't know who's right. All I know is I'm exhausted, and I'm terrified of losing Mom, not just to a nursing home, but to this rift Jasper's driving between us. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Am I the one at fault here? Am I being unreasonable for wanting Mom to stay in her home? Or is Jasper the jerk for railroading her into this? I just want to do right by her, but I'm starting to feel like no matter what I do, someone's going to end up hurt. Any advice would be appreciated. I'm seriously lost.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our daily updates.